Question I received today said, what's an investment thesis? What's investment strategy? I'm gonna make it simple. I always use a dollar, but I'm gonna use $1 and $1 and $100 interchangeably. You have $1 in your pocket. What are you gonna use this dollar for? Are you gonna spend it on some ice cream? When I was younger, you could buy ice cream for $1. I don't know what you can buy for ice cream or $1. Maybe you can buy some soda. All right, some pop. I don't know, wherever y'all from. But let's say, what do I plan to do with this dollar? A lot of us will spend it. A few of us will invest it. So let's say we're in that small percentage who would invest the money. What are you investing it for? Are you investing it for return, meaning a dividend, or are you investing it for growth? Remember, we talked about that. Either it's going to be for return or for growth. Now, the next question is, if I invest it for growth, how much is growth? Is it, I want to get 20% on my money? I invested at 100, I get 120. Now I sell the stock, get my $20 out. I invest it, I double my money, 100% on my money, which is I invested 100, now I have 200. So I put in 100, it went up to made 100, I got 200. I sell it, get my $100 back, I made 100. Or do you say, I want to just let it grow indefinitely? The investment thesis that you define, how you want to define or deploy your money. That's all it is. Investment thesis, the investment strategy is all about every individual dollar. How do you want it to work for you? You have a soldier. I'm putting this dollar to work for me. You're coming back with 10%. You're coming back with 100%. You're coming back with 5x, meaning I needed to come back with 5 additional friends. Not a half of a friend, which means I get 50%. That's what I mean when you have an investment thesis. Now, time is critical here because the time frame is important. I'm not big in flowers. I use them a lot. I know you got perennials and annuals. One comes back every year, and one you plant one time, it doesn't come back. There's some things I buy it once. Once I make my money on it, I'm done, I don't look back. Other things I may buy multiple times. So once again, is it an annual? Is it a perennial? What's your investment thesis when you look at your money? Continuing on with the investment thesis, I wanted to share my investment thesis with you. I'm going to talk about several stocks. For example, I invest in Tesla. I confess I'm an Elon Musk fanboy. I got a video on here about essential people, Elon Musk, Chamath, and Kathy Woods. Elon's strategy, his sole purpose is to colonize Mars. When you look at what he's doing, everything he's doing from his investment thesis is to fuel his ability to get to Mars and have people live on Mars. That's why he's making all these strides in battery, solar, electronics, electricity, and I like that. And I believe that's going to be around for the next 100 years. It's the start. It's in its infancy. Like when you go back 100 plus years and we were just coming out with the automotive, just coming out with airplanes, just coming out with the telephone. I believe Tesla's going to be around for a very long time. Now, I'll never see the money I put on invest in Tesla. I have a daughter. I want this to be for her grandkids. I'm not going to meet her grandkids. I'm 54. I know I'm leaving. I got to go see my mama, my daddy. They upstairs somewhere chilling with Jesus. This isn't a religious channel, but I ain't going to be here in 50 to 100 years. So my investment thesis with Tesla is to generational wealth. I want it to last forever. The next one I bought, here's a quick story. I apologize if I get too personal, but my family, they were like, we need new bathrooms. I'm like, what's wrong with the bathrooms we got? We need new toilets. I was like, oh man. So they was beating me up for these new bathrooms. And I said, you know what? Let me put some money on Kodak. Kodak was $2. I was like, if Kodak goes up to $4, I'll sell it. That'll give me a down payment on their bathrooms. I didn't have a lot of money to invest at the time. So I said, let me put on some money on Kodak. My cousin called me up and said, Kev, dude, Smiley, dude, Kodak's at $60. I'm like, what? Immediately, I went to the computer and I sold it. By the time my order came in, it was $38. Well, my investment thesis with Kodak was I wanted to keep it for 12 months. If I could double my money in 12 months, that was great. I don't care about Kodak. I don't really care about, I just saw that it was low. And when I read about it, I figured in 12 months, I could double my money and help on the bathroom. I'm not a fanboy of Kodak. I don't really research a lot of Kodak. But when Kodak went up 18 times, so if I had $1, I made 18. Now I call these bathrooms that I got for my family, my daughter and my wife, I got them a bathroom. That's a Kodak bathroom. So my point of this long story is, before you invest, think about what this dollar is for. When you go to the mall, you say, am I going to buy red bottoms? Am I going to buy a shirt or blouse? Am I going to buy some earrings? Your dollar has a purpose. The same thing applies when you invest in the stock market. I'm buying this stock for return. I'm buying this stock for dividend. I'm buying this stock for my great grandkids. I'm buying this stock for me because I want to, when it hits, remember the rule of 72, if I get at least 1%, it takes 72 years to double. If you look at some other stocks, they're at 40%. They're at 30%. We know if we get 30%, our money doubles in 2 years. So the percentage annual rate of return tells us how long it takes our money to double. Please leave your questions and comments below. My goal is to address all your questions, break it down. But before you jump in the market, have your investment thesis before you buy. By knowing what you want to do with that investment, it'll determine when you get out of that investment. We're going to talk about when you sell in the next video. Thank you.